Hello, everyone. Today's episode is going to be Maple's 7 Steps to Heaven versus Maple's Black Cat. Both of these videos, I don't know, there's just something about it that never did it for me. I want to say Maple was out of or heavily influenced by San Jose. I don't know a lot about the brand. I remember when it started, I think they had this dude, Thomas Hornung was on. And this kid we used to skate with, he crossed out his name and it said Ho Horn. That's about the extent of Maple starting that I remember. I don't even remember 7 Steps to Heaven being out or being able to get it by me, but I remember hearing about Mark Johnson's part in it. Black Cat I remember buying just because it was a video that came out, and back then there wasn't an abundance of videos, so if something came out and your shop had it, most likely you were going to buy it. I remember buying it and just being like, what the fuck did I just buy? Jesus Christ, this is bad. Both of them, train wrecks. I'm sure some people, you can find something good about both of them. But overall, as videos, both kind of rough to watch. But we'll get into both of them. And then we'll see which one of these two videos comes out on top. All right. So we're going to get started with 7 Steps to Heaven from 1996. Not a real fancy video. There's no motion graphics, none of that stuff. It's just kind of a video. Starts off with a Kienlu Donger part. I should say parts plural. There's probably like 4 of them in a row. It's insane. The guy has like 8 or 9 minutes of footage, cruising around San Diego with his his double ponytail braid things and ollieing over everything and just 50-50ing neck high ledges. It is literally 8 minutes of that. It's great he can do all of that. It's stuff almost nobody can do. And at the same time, it's like, Jesus Christ, did nobody say like, hey, dude, you got like 50 of these in here. But it is what it is. Then it goes into an Aaron Snyder part, which is, it's cool. I don't know. He was kind of a weird style. He reminded me of like a Backstreet Boy or some kind of boy band singer. Also ended his career at Dark Star, lucky guy. And it goes into Jason CARNEY, which I don't think anybody cared about. Another one, then it goes to Joe McClellan, another dude, I think one video, never heard of him again. Dave MAYHEW gets in here, the dude with the D3, except he's not wearing them in this. This is before the D3. He has some Sal 23s on, way cooler than the D3. So at least you don't have to watch the shoes, but the skating is still just as terrible looking as it always is. Chad Knight's next. Hucks himself down a bunch of stuff. Super good skater, but he's very, boring. There's something just very normal. Whatever. And he was an American Gladiator on a TV show. And he didn't win. And then it goes into Mark Johnson. So you can just take the video. You ever get this? Or even easier, just go on YouTube, skip to Mark Johnson's part, and just save yourself the whole trouble of dealing with all the rest of it. But this Mark Johnson part, it's insane. And just when you think it's like, oh, this is the best part I've ever seen, it goes to an intermission, and then a second part of it comes on. So there's like 10 minutes of footage here, and it's mind-blowing. And this dude came out of nowhere. Nobody ever heard of him. I remember it was funny, too, because it was like, this dude has these flood pants, though. Why aren't his pants like 3 inches longer? This would be the best part. And also another one, I think he was like 17, 18. He looks like he's like 35 in this, too. Weird. But yeah, amazing skating, amazing part. Saves the video, or at least makes this video worth something. Definitely, the part is the game changer. And then we can get into Black Cat next. All right. So here we go. Sooner I start it, the sooner it's over. We got Maple's Black Cat from 1999. So the video starts off and there's these terrible animations, and they go throughout the video. But it starts off with a Charlie Wilkins part, so you're like, all right, this is okay. Like, maybe, the video will pick up. Charlie Wilkins, awesome, really underrated East Coast skater from Boston area. Pretty random he's in this, but, it is what it is. And then it goes into a Dave Coyne part, And I just remember he does this little wiggle on a ramp. I guess that sums up the whole thing. That and more than enough finger flip tricks than you need to see in a lifetime. So it's already like, you want to launch this thing out the window. You got Dexter Lucier, who's just super whatever. And you get Louis Barletta. I know people love this dude, but I think he was one of the worst styled skateboarders. It's insane how talented he is, how awkward he looks on a skateboard, like he can't ollie, but all the stuff he can do. And I get it too, like he does weird stuff because he skates with Mark Johnson and, these insane dudes, so he's got to do something different, and it's crazy, like the talent level and the stuff he can do, but the haircut, I can't watch it, with the bowl cut. Goes into Jesse Erickson, which is cool part. And then you get Chad Knight again. You've seen one of his parts, you've seen them all, so there's no point. And then this is crazy because I'm going to say who it ends with, and people are going to be, if they haven't seen it, be like, oh, that's really cool, best skater. Right, just not then. So it ends with Jerry Supart, and I don't know if it was just that he was too young and he didn't grow into his body, as weird as that sounds or something, but it's just not cool to watch. It's insane what he became like later on as like one of the best skaters to watch, and then like when he was on Maple, and I guess even with part of Enjoy before Bag of Suck, just Jesus Christ, it's real hard to watch. Usually this doesn't happen. People don't make this switch over like that, like he did, where you go from unwatchable to insanely watchable. But yeah, this is just, it's hard to watch. The tricks are insane, but this is just like, man, I remember buying this and I was just so pissed. This is like, there's nothing cool, nothing that would have make me, want to watch this more than the one time I did when I was watching it. So if we're picking out of the two, it's definitely 7 Steps to Heaven is gonna win if you're picking one. It's just with the Mark Johnson part alone, and the lack of the stupid edits in it, But it is what it is. Maple didn't last much longer than this, except for it is still around, as is Dark Star in the Walmart variety. So I guess joke's on me that Maple's still around.